the modern Minuteman kit and you. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Today I'm going to talk about my updated kit for Minuteman purposes, for reacting quickly, for use in conjunction with a different pack, long-range patrol pack, to be a long-range patrol rig, an assault rig, whatever it may be. No, not talking plates, no plate carrier in this setup. I have a plate carrier setup. This is my chest rig setup. So we're going to go into this chest rig, what it is, why I chose it over the chest rig I had previously, talk about the growing pains associated with figuring out this chest rig and eventually coming back to it. First off, I want to talk about what is the chest rig. So let's move this out of the way. The chest rig here is a Citadel Defense chest rig. The guys over at Citadel Defense sent this out to me to have me take a look at it and use it and train with it and see what I thought about it. So let's start with my first initial reaction. What happened with this process of this chest rig? I received it and opened it up, put it on, and immediately started shredding it up, tearing it up, finding things that I would have done differently, but no kit is perfect. So let's start off with a negative. Why not? What I feel is a negative. And I still, you know, I don't know if it's really a negative. The pouch here, the side pouches, at the top, there's a little bit of a gap with what I have in here, which is a Bearfac IFAC from Refuge Medical. Check them out, by the way. I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. They did send me this, but that was all we had an affiliation with. TJ over the Bear Independent sent it out to me, but it's a Refuge Medical insert in this pouch. The pouches are all sewn in like a traditional chest rig, which I really like having pouches and everything mollied onto my gear. But what does that do? That adds weight. This is a very, very lightweight chest rig, and if you find one that is built and set up properly for what your needs are, then you can be happy, and I am happy. Like I said, this now is my primary chest rig. I had a Condor with 8 built-in mags, and then I had another, 6 built-in mags, and I had another 4 across the front. So I had 10 mags. That was my thing. I really wanted to carry 10 mags. We can do a video about that later, about why 10 mags, why I wish I could carry 12 or 14 or 30 mags, but that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to show you this rig and why I chose it and kind of the growing pains. So it rains a lot here, so there's a little tiny bit of a gap on here, so stuff inside could get wet, but what's inside there is pretty much waterproof anyway. So that was one of them. I couldn't figure out a location for a knife. You see, I figured that out here. My knife's right here. So, nice guy at Citadel Defense told me that he just puts his knife in here and he doesn't actually strap it down with anything. Well, what I did was I put my sheath in there, and then the bungee retention that you can see right here, that bungee retention, what I did was I wrapped it around the top of the knife sheath, and this is a Gerber strong arm, so it has these little tabs on either side of the sheath, top of the sheath. What it is, I wrapped it around, spun it, and then wrapped it around the other side. It was already pretty snug in there. It kind of, every once in a while, it kind of popped up a little bit, but since I did that, it works out really well. Then the other thing I had was, the fact that I wanted to carry 10 mags. Using this as an admin pouch, and this is an IFAC. Well, problem solved. This is no longer an admin pouch. This is now 4 magazines. That is now 4 mags with another 6 here. So I still got the 10 mags that I want to run on my chest rig. So worked out well. Well, what about an admin pouch? Well, as you can see here, I just added a dangler. That's my admin pouch now. It's not too heavy, it doesn't get in the way. It's a nice little option. Just a cheapo pouch. It was black, I think it's a Condor, and I just spray painted it to match a little bit. So anyway, we're not talking about that, we're talking about this. The 6 mags, there's 2 in each mag pouch, which with the retention you can run 1 or you can run 2. Nice flexibility, the fabric's really nice, the draws are quick and intuitive. I also use the bungee straps on the outside here to hold another Glock mag. This is a 20 or 19 round Glock mag. So, and it holds it. I've used it, I've been out in the field training and stuff like that. It doesn't fall out, so that's good. So I got my extra pistol mag, so I didn't lose that capability. Yeah, with this setup, I'm not talking about secondaries right now, I'm talking about the setup. There is an internal map pouch back here. I got my Right in the Rain notebook, my maps, Right in the Rain pen in there. It meets all my needs. And so this chest rig had originally, like I said, I was having the issues and I couldn't figure out like 10 mags and all this stuff like that. I had thrown it in the back of my closet, honestly. And I was going to, you know, tell you guys about that eventually. I just I had other videos in mind and in process and stuff. But I took it back out, took another look at it, and I really like it. So this is actually my new chest rig. Like I said, 4 mags in here, 2 in each of these pouches, so 6, 10 total. IFAK, Glock mag, shears, knife. Where does my radio go? Well, there is room in this pouch to put a radio and or in this pouch to put a radio. I prefer it on my left side, so I could also attach a pouch here. I could attach a pouch to my pack. I could attach a pouch down here to the side. There's plenty of room for me to run a radio with comms. I just don't have that on right now for video purposes. But it's a nice chest rig, and in conjunction with a pack is very useful. Pack is where all the stuff you need that's admin anyway, most of your food, your water, your shelter, all your spare socks, foot powder, all that kind of stuff. That all goes in the pack. So the pack is very important. And that's one reason why I like the chest rig. It's nice and light, compact, and it gives me the ability to run a heavier pack, to carry all the stuff I need for long-term sustainment out in the field. That's all the stuff that, I mean, everybody concentrates on these things, and everybody concentrates on all this kind of cool guy stuff, but it's the stuff in the pack that's gonna keep you alive 90% of the time. These may keep you alive some of the time, sure. You may use those, but I guarantee I'll have to use what's in there. So it's very important. Anyway, I just wanted to mention it. I forget I don't think I have any kind of like coupon code or anything associated with the Citadel Defense. He just sent it out to me to have me take a look at it, honestly. So there's no like kickbacks, affiliation, or anything like that. If you want to check them out, Citadel Defense. Maybe I'll throw a link in the description of their website. I'm sure you can Google it and find it. It's a good chest rig, and I'm really glad that I switched to it. Another thing, actually, I want to mention is, okay, the one thing I like to this rig from the Condor rig is that the Condor rig was a little bit wider. It came out a little bit further, and the way the IFAK pouch had to mount outside of a magazine pouch, it stuck out more. It was, you know, I felt like I had these big, cumbersome pouches on the sides. This is nice and compact. I mean, yeah, it sticks out a little bit, but that's pretty nice and slim as far as the ability to get prone. People say that all the time. I'll tell you what, with a 30-round mag in, when you go prone, unless you're turning your rifle to the side, which you can do some situations, you're not getting that low anyway. So having double mags up front is, to me, it works. So I'm not really worried about that. On a plate carrier, however, though, I don't run double mags up front because then you got the additional thickness of the plate and the mags. So I just run one, and then in conjunction with a plate carrier, though, I run a war belt. For me, I just have this holster clipped onto my belt. I don't know why that was rough getting out. It never is. Check for clearances in your gear. I do all the time. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check them out if you want to, but get ready. Trouble may be on the horizon. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.